We just saw the first real kick returns and the NFL's new kickoff rule in the Hall of Fame game, and in today's video I will break down what happened in each of those returns. First, a quick overview. So there were no breakaway touchdowns, of course, you probably would have seen that already, and there are actually no returns that made it past the 35-yard line. A majority of the returns made it to about the 25, and yes, it is much more exciting than just watching touchbacks every single time.
I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
The very first instance, the kicker kicks it to about the 5. The Texans return man brings it out to the 25, gets tackled. This was a pretty traditional looking kickoff return, honestly not much to it. The Bears defenders were able to quickly shed any of the blockers, and honestly the return man had no hope. This was not an example of, oh, if he just breaks 1 or 2 tackles, he takes it all the way for the touchdown. There was no chance of a touchdown or a long return on this play. He was just swallowed up. On the Bears' first return, I think he had a chance to even take this all the way, but it did not happen. So, as you'll see, he took the ball all the way to the 20, and then he was cutting to his left. When he was trying to make this cut, unfortunately, he slid and tripped and ended up at the 25. But if he was able to successfully cut to the left, he could have dodged 1 or 2 defenders and taken it all the way. While this was an example of just making it to the 25-yard line, this could have easily been a huge kickoff returner if it was a higher quality returner who has a better cut, and if the field was not as slippy, for better words, because there were several instances of players slipping on this field. The next kickoff return had a few pretty interesting things. So first off, there was a penalty, which I think we will see a lot of, and that is for a player moving before the ball is received. So when the player moves early, it is a false start, and I could see this play happening all the time. All of the players will try to get their timing perfect to when he catches the ball, and this will inevitably lead to false starts, because they're going to move early like offensive tackles do. This could take away some great plays and might be very frustrating. But anyways, that was just the first thing that I took away. The second thing is the ball was kicked into the end zone. If he would have just done a fair catch in the end zone, you get the ball on the 30. However, it could be preseason or it could be their new strategy, but he took the ball out of the end zone and got swallowed up at the 20. So this shows teams may be willing to take the ball out of the end zone, but this is probably not a good move when you could get a free pass at the 30-yard line. And you may think, oh, the difference is not that big. Well, but actually it is 7% more likely for you to score if you start the ball at the 30 instead of at the 20. So any percentage matters, and 7 is not an immaterial amount. Up next, the Texans kick return, and unfortunately, once again, the turf monster, he tripped at the 15-yard line. Nothing happened. We couldn't really see what would have happened there. The fifth kick the Bears got, this was a pretty standard return, took it to the 28, didn't really have a big chance at breaking away in my opinion. Not much happened, and I can't tell yet if this is they don't want to show their true strategy for kick returns, or if they're using them and it's just hard to block NFL athletes with a 5-yard head start when they're moving backwards and all of this. So maybe these plays just won't be as successful as some people are thinking, or maybe neither of these teams have gotten creative yet for how to block this play, how to run it properly. I mean, they could have some laterals, some across the field laterals if they want to get crazy. They could have some crazy blocking schemes where guys run around and don't block who they're lined up against. They can do a lot of things that they just haven't done so far. One takeaway I do have from this is the hits on the returners. Might just be me, but it looks like they're getting hit harder than they were in the past. Now, I could have just gotten used to them not returning the ball, but they're taking some legitimate hits. However, I think the big safety thing is that all the blockers are taking much lighter hits than they used to. And these last 2 kicks had some potential to be big returns. Of course they weren't, as I said earlier, but this Texans return, he only makes it to about the 25, but you can see if he makes a few more guys miss, he could take it all the way. And of course, with this line of defense instead of waves of defense, once you make it past the first guy, you are home free. Same with this Bears returner. He makes it to about the 30, but if he just makes one or two more guys miss, it could be a touchdown. So my key takeaways from this: 1, it's not a free touchdown. This is not like a huge risky play for the kickoff defense, but there is potential. Since it's a wave of defense and not layers, if you just break the first line, there's a good chance you could take it all the way, or at least almost all the way, and make the kicker make the tackle. The second part is the hits are legitimate, and it is definitely more exciting than how it was last year, even though it does look a little weird. And then finally, these teams, in my opinion, did not truly show off their creativity, but with some genius on the special teams who spent the entire offseason coming up with ideas, I think we could see some exciting plays on the kickoff return finally. So thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment down below your thoughts on the kickoff return, and I will see you later. Bye.